Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in action now for the Dirtkars Late Model Series. We are live from Eldora Speedway. Michael Hermes so far has set down quick time, but we have less than a tenth of a second separating first from seventh. These boys are setting down some blistering times. It's super close. I think we're going to have a fun-filled night here. We're going to have a good night of racing live from Eldora Speedway. I do want to shout out to all the people that have tuned in and watched the mini stock race. I had an epic battle with Joey Bauer. We had a little contact coming out of turn 4 on the last lap, which handed Donnie Bartlett 4th place. But overall, it was a great race. Had a ton of fun. And we'll look forward to racing again next week in those cars. Michael Steele looking to expand on his point lead here in this series. He's had a pretty good run so far this season. He is our defending champion. He is also one of our only 4-time champions here in the Dirtkars series. He was excited to be back in the late models this season. So we'll see how that goes. All right, practice has wound up. We're getting ready for our first heat race. Let's see who is going to be in this one. Where's my grid? There we are. All right, front row, Donnie Bartlett in the 21, Michael Steele in that 5. Row number 2, Sean Patrick, the mini stock winner from tonight. And Mr. Devin Smith, he's got a win under his belt this season already. This should be a really good race. Donnie Bartlett in that number 21 Yingling Special. Student driver on the back of that one. Happy to see Donnie back racing with us. He had to take some time off for health issues, but he is back and he has been in really good form, contending for wins almost every week. He's going to park that 21 in victory lane yet. You just watch this season. Green flag in the air. Donnie Smith down on the bottom. Michael Steele up on that high side. Michael's going to get a good run. Here comes Devin Smith. They're going to be 3 wide down the Brax straightaway. Sean Patrick down on the bottom. Donnie Bartlett in the middle. Devin Smith up top. Michael Steele stealing the point. Able to get a little single file action going now. Donnie Bartlett falls back to 3rd. Michael Steele is in the lead. That number 5 machine, he's running a little bit of different colors this season, but his cars never disappoint. If you are looking for a wrap, check out Steel Designs and Graphics on Facebook. He'll hook you up. give you something special to drive. His customers are always satisfied. Michael still 7 laps to go, still setting down some quick time. That lap was a 15:35. Both Devin Smith and Sean Patrick ran 15:39s. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Had a little phone call I had to take. Heat race number 2, we got Hermes Queering and Ben Morrow coming back at us. It looks like he's painting up a car that was painted up by Mr. Devin Smith, their teammates. Queering gets a good jump on the outside. But the 51 of Hermes, who did set down quick time, is coming back at the bottom. Ben Morrow now trying the bottom. He got a little tight. See that car push coming out of the corner. Ben trying everything he can to get that bottom line working. He's going to ease into position right in front of that 46 car of Tom Queering. Michael Hermes running up front. Now Tom's going to slide down to the bottom, try a crossover move on that 75 machine. Not quite the momentum that the 75 had. Ooh, looked like Hermes might have tagged the wall a little bit with the right rear. Just a little tin bend up, no problem. You'd have to be careful with these cars. If you slap the the passenger side against that outside wall, you will mess up the front suspension pretty quickly. Ben Morrow trying to set his sights now on Hermes. Hermes driving that 51 car in there deep. Pace is off of the first heat by a little bit, but not too terribly much. First heat we ran a 15:35. Right now we're running a 15:50 here in heat race number 2. 4 laps to go. We're halfway through this one. Hermes, Morrow, Tom Queering getting a little stretched out now. Thanks everybody for tuning in on a Thursday night. Spending your quality time here with us at the Dirtkars Pro Late Model Series. Do want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Sean Patrick in that 26 car. Been driving with us for a while. You can check out Sean's stuff. He's got full throttle beard oil and other sundries for your beard. Or you can go check out his East to West apparel company for some new digs. And we are pleased to announce we have a brand new merch store. A whole bunch of fresh designs loaded up. Check the show description for the merch store. Unofficial results. We got Hermes, Morrow, Tom Queering. Alright, we will have a brief intermission. So head on down to the beer garden. Get yourself a frosty cold beverage. And what goes better with a cold beer? Head on down to the Chicken Shack. Tell Randy Mick said hi. Alright, everybody, we will see you back in just a couple minutes. All right, warm up is over. 50 laps the distance here for our A main. All right, front row we have our heat race winners. We got Michael Steele and Michael Hermes, teammates. Row number 2, teammates once again, Mr. Devin Smith and Ben Morrow. Row number 3, we got Sean Patrick and Tom Queering. And shotgun on the field, he might be last on the track, but he's first in our hearts, Mr. Donnie Bartlett.
Get your chicken from the chicken shack.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be
Chicken.
going green in just a minute here. As them boys are talking about that chicken shack. You know what they need. We're going to go green. Lights are off on the pace car coming out of turn number 4. Pace car's dipped off, going green. Here we go. Michael Hermes on that outside gets a car length jump coming down the straightaway, but Michael Steele battling back on that bottom. Sliding up in front. Oh, almost couldn't clear him, but he got him. Devin Smith looking to follow him through. He's going to take over second place. Down the back straightaway, Michael Steele, Devin Smith, Michael Hermes. Every car running a little bit different line. Going into the corner, you can see how they were stacked up differently. Hey, Ray, glad you could join us here tonight, buddy. We missed racing with you. Michael Steele out to a little bit of a gap now over Devin Smith and Michael Hermes. Sean Patrick's going to be sitting in 4th. Donnie Bartlett up 2 positions. He's in 5th. Tom Queering and Ben Morrow. Here comes Sean Patrick looking to make a move on the 51 of Hermes, trying to take over that 3rd spot. Hermes got a little more power coming down through the corner. Devin Smith closing the gap on Michael Steele, but he's still trying to protect against the 51. Hermes now making a run on 2nd. He's got him on the high side as we go down into turns 1 and 2. He's going to carry the momentum through. He's going to take 2nd away from Devin Smith. He did it on the high side. Devin trying to come back at him here. We're going to have a teammate battle for the lead in just a minute. Hermes got something figured out. Hermes got that 51 hooked up on that high side. He at the line side by side. He's going to clear him coming out of turn number 2. He's going to take the lead away on lap 11. Don't call Michael Steele out, though. He's coming back at him hard on the bottom. That 51 is just able to carry more momentum. Michael Steele's going to have to adjust his line if he's going to want to stay caught up with him. Donnie Bartlett catching up to Sean Patrick. Ooh, he gives a little slap to the outside wall. Ooh, Tom Queering is in the pits. Heavy damage to the right rear of that car. Michael Steele trying a different line now. Trying to see if he can reel that 51 machine back in. He did gain 0.2 of a second that lap. He's slowly closing the gap on that 51 machine. Running right up against the wall. He's pushing the cushion. You see Hermes is running down low. Michael Steele now down to 0.3 of a second on Hermes. Oh, he lost a little bit of ground that lap. We're just about halfway through this one. These guys have been leaning green the whole way so far. Ooh, Donnie Bartlett's falling back. Michael Steele. Oh, we got some contact between the leaders. Steele not giving up. He's going to have him at the line. Clears him going down into turn number 1. Michael Steele with the lead. Takes it back with 25 laps to go. Keeping it right up against those boards. Hermes is falling back. Devin Smith got a solid 3rd place going on tonight. Sean Patrick in 4th. Ben Morrow in 5th. Donnie Bartlett in 6th. Tom Queering is out with the damage done to that 46 machine. Michael Steele building up more of a lead. He's up to 0.8 of a second now over the 51 of Hermes. Hermes might be laying back, trying to let them tires cool down. Tires do play. Oh, Michael Steele hard on that outside wall. That's going to cost him a lot of time. Pardon me, folks. Battling with a little bit of a cold here this evening. Michael Steele keeps flirting with that wall. Steele now with just about a second lead over second place. Let's jump inside that number 51 car of Michael Hermes. Let's watch him work that wheel as he tries to reel that 51 machine back in. Sounded like he caught the wall just a little bit with the right rear. So if you've never raced on iRacing before, you can see the dirt buildup on the visor. He just pulled a tear off to clean it off. The 51 car might have some damage done to it. When he goes into the corner, it kind of sounds like I can hear some grinding. 12 laps to go for Michael Steele, Michael Hermes, and Devin Smith. Oh, 51 hard into the outside wall. Oh, he's up in the wall again. That's going to allow Steele to get farther away, and he's going to close into the clutches of Devin Smith. He's fighting now to keep that car off the wall with 10 laps to go. Devin Smith trying to capitalize, maybe pick off one more spot. Sean Patrick is in fourth. Donnie Bartlett has gotten back around Ben Morrow to take over the fifth place position. As Michael Sale has set sail on this field here. Lap 25 when he cleared the 51 machine. He just kicked in the boosters and he is gone. Devin Smith has caught the 51 of Hermes. Donnie Bartlett is battling hard with Sean Patrick for fourth. They're side by side as they go through the corner. Devin Smith looking to make a run on the 51, gets crossed up, has to get out of it to stay off of the 51. He's going to attack him again in the next corner. 6 laps to go for Michael Steele. The rest of the top 3 is not settled yet. Devin Smith, he's working the 51 hard. 4 laps to go to get her done. He's going to send it off down in the corner. Slide job. Hermes trying to do a crossover move. Come back at him in turns 1 and 2. Devin Smith crosses him up. He's going to have the position going down the back straightaway and into 3. Hermes is not going to have the momentum to get him this time. Whoa, what happened to Michael Steele? Says Michael Steele has crashed. He was leading the race all by himself.
Good race, Sean.
Must have just been a glitch in the timing. Michael Steele with the win.
Buddy.
Devin Smith and Michael Hermes. All right, we'll let these gentlemen get up in the booth and we'll do some interview time. Looks like we do have our third place finisher up in the booth. We'll go ahead and grab him. All right, up in the booth, we got Mr. Michael Hermes in that 51 machine. He led a handful of laps here this evening, unable to hold off that hard charging number 5M car of Michael Steele. Mr. Hermes, how's it going, buddy?
Doing good. How are you doing, Mick?
Not too bad. Did you get some damage? Is that what slowed you down late, or did you burn up your tires?
The last couple of laps, I just missed my entry, and usually, well, up there at the top side is real slick, so it gets you a little bit gets you out of shape more than what you want to. It's just hard to handle, but I just missed my marks.
Tough night for the 51 machine. You had some pretty good lap times early on. You two took over, I think, the lead on lap 10 and held on to it until about lap 25 when Steele was finally able to get around you, but you made him earn it.
Yeah, I saw myself out almost a second, and I knew Devin was saving, and I figured that Mike was saving too, so I was kind of trying to stay, in a little bit in the moisture down low, but still in the gas, just to keep up on my momentum. But Steel prevailed on this one.
It was a good night of racing. You guys put on a great show here tonight. A lot of side-by-side action. I know you and Michael touched a little bit, I think, but nothing major. You guys kept it going straight and battled door-to-door for several laps.
Yeah, my spotter said it was all clear, and then last second he was right there at my door, which kind of shook me a little bit. But I just dove right down to the bottom, and he ended up getting around me on the outside out of two.
Well, congratulations on your podium finish. You brought it home in third place tonight. That'll help you overall in the point standings, and I know Michael Steele's going to be a tough one to beat this season.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I gotta do some homework on his lines and his throttle responses and stuff. You can tell when somebody's saving and where they're saving. But I'll be having that number one here shortly.
Oh, no doubt. You've been close several times. Congratulations on finishing third tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, I like to shout out to my wife, my sons, my boy Alex, Steel Graphics and Designs, Auto Detailing by Leslie, JJR, and then Elite Performances and Industries.
All right, bud. Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you back next week.
Alrighty, thank you.
Coming home in second, bringing that 95 machine to the front when it counted, Mr. Devin Smith.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. That was a freaking awesome finish.
Man, you've had a great season. You've snuck out a win already. Now you're finishing second here this week.
Oh, I know. It's been freaking incredible. Fucking Chili Bowl second, first race won, second last week, second this week. Freaking on a roll. And I love it.
You're going to give that number 5 car a run for his money on the championship.
That was definitely the goal, that's for sure. And if Hermes can keep it together, at least especially the first race and the second race, he got, I think he ended up wrecking the second race too. But yeah, if he can, I mean, he got third tonight, so he did pretty good. But if he can keep it up with the top runs and not end up getting crashed out somehow, he'll be up here with us too.
Oh, for sure. He had a good run going tonight, but I think he got on it just a little too much, a little too early, and I think he burned his tires up.
That's what I was thinking too. That, and I don't know if you could tell on your screen or not. It seemed like he was slapping the wall a little bit in 3 and 4.
Yeah, we
So
jumped
he
into
might have
his
had
car,
some
and
right
it's
rear damage there too. That might have slowed him down a bit.
yeah, because even when he wasn't up against the wall, when he was going into the corner, it sounded like he was bottoming out and dragging.
Yeah, that's very possible. Might have broke something. Or semi-broke something, I guess.
Well, you had a teammate here with you tonight in the 75 machine. He didn't have the best race tonight, but he brought her home in one piece.
Yeah, he's still... He doesn't like these cars. He's not a fan of the late models, that's for sure.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on bringing that 95 home in second. It was nice seeing you kind of come through the field and work your way to the front, and we'll look forward to seeing what you can do next week.
Thank you. We will try again. Hopefully we can get another podium. That's always the goal.
Anyone you want to give a shout out to before we cut you loose?
Yeah. You guys for always hosting the league and whatnot. I know you had to work last week, so you didn't really get a chance to see much of that one. Shout out to all the drivers like usual. Always a great run from everybody. Not entirely sure what happened to Tom on this one, because I see that it says he's 36 laps down, so I assume he might have got some wheel damage or something from popping a wall.
Yeah, he had some pretty heavy right rear damage on that car.
It's never fun, especially if you lose the spoiler, you got to drive off.
Yep. All right, buddy. Well, we'll look forward to seeing that 95 back next week on the podium.
All right, I hope so.
All right, here he is, defending champion, man with a plan, started on the pole, finished on the pole, Mr. Michael Steele.
You got a copy?
There we go. Now we got you, Mike.
How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. Your dad was cheering you on. He said, way to drive, Mike.
Yeah, I was doing my best. I was kind of torn in between. Do I want to save a little bit of tire? Or do I want to just run away and try to hide? So I ran, I don't know, 10, 15 laps on the bottom, just try to kind of pace myself for a little bit. And waited too long to decide to go up to the top, and finally decided to give it up there and was able to make a run for it.
Yeah, when you got onto the top, you were able to reel in Hermes, and you guys had a pretty epic side-by-side battle there for a good couple laps.
Yeah, it's always fun racing with Hermes. He's definitely stepped up his game, and every week so far he's given me a run for my money. So he's due for a win at any point, and it's just a matter of when it's going to happen. So yeah, it's good to kind of rebound from the last couple weeks. Last week I led, I don't know, 30, 35, something like that laps, and screen froze and destroyed the car. Glad that didn't happen tonight.
Nope, that 5 car looked pretty strong. Yeah, and once you moved to that high side and you got out front, you were gone. You were in another zip code.
Yeah, it's just the name of the game at Eldora most of the time is get to the fence, and whoever can run it as smooth as possible without ever getting hung up on it or costing themselves some time. I thought for sure that I killed the car once coming off of 2, kind of where the wall kind of angles out a little bit. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you slapped it pretty good.
Eldora. Yeah, anybody who's never raced Eldora, there's a backstretch isn't exactly straight. There's a crooked kind of curve in the wall, and I absolutely crushed it. And I definitely thought that I crushed the car, or killed the car, but thankfully didn't. I was able to rebound and kind of get her back up, and yeah, I kind of flirted with it a couple more times, and finally the last couple laps I was like, to hell with this, I'm over the bottom, and knew that I had enough gap I might give up a little bit of time, but I knew they weren't going to get back to me, so just ripped to the bottom and just play the card safe and just try not to tear it up.
Well, definitely a smart move. You got a little bit of front end damage the way it looks in the picture here, but man, that number 5 car, she was a smooth runner tonight.
Yeah, it was fun. Eldora is always a blast. Just whether if you kill the wall or something happens, it's almost like the super speedway racing of dirt racing. So it's always fun coming here. Just a lot of big wrecks can happen.
Yeah, and then I had a glitch in my timing system. with 2 laps to go, it said you crashed out, and I was like, wait, what happened?
That's about whenever I moved to the bottom, so I don't think I even hit anything in the last couple of laps. So would have been about right for my computer to freeze again and say hi.
Yeah, I jumped back in the replay to find out what happened. I was like, he didn't even hit nothing. And then it was over.
Yeah. Yeah, I was definitely would have been expected earlier on whenever I hit the wall a few times, but yeah, I don't know. Glad that I didn't hit anything.
Me too, buddy. I'm glad to see that number 5 come home in one piece tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Haven't seen points yet or anything, but hopefully that kind of helps us reeling in Devin a little bit. I know he's got a little bit of a points lead on us already, so just got to take our time and dig out of that.
Yeah, he had 1 win, 2 second places. He's on a good run this season.
Yeah, for sure. Devin's always fast and always consistent, so he's definitely always a points threat. I know he's been out of the top 3 a few times, so yeah, always got to watch out for him.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations on the win this week. You look nice and strong, and we look forward to seeing you back next week. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, definitely Marcy V for allowing me to do this. I got to give a big shout out to her puppy. We found out that he's pretty sick, and just trying to keep him as comfortable as possible and trying to spend as much time with him as we can while we have the time left with him. So pretty rough news, but definitely looking at him right now and love the fact that he's at least feeling a little bit better and kind of a little bit more himself. So got to give all them a shout out. My dad for always watching, my mom for always supporting me, you and Dean for everything y'all do. Raw Stockton Racing, Still Graphics and Designs, Peanut Baker Racing, JBM, 51 Raceworks, Elite Performance Industries, Elite Bait and Tackle, Elite Crappie Jigs, Mama Tried Building Caps. Everybody that helps me out.
Oh, I do have one more question I've been meaning to ask you. So on the fin of your car, it says Time Bomb. What is up with Time Bomb? What does that mean?
I'm sure you've been around me to know that like it takes a lot to set me off. Whenever it does, it's pretty bad. So I feel like I'm a little bit of a ticking time bomb at times, but also I'm a big fan of quotes. I have like 5 different quotes tattooed on my body. So I heard a song called Time Bomb from Whiskey Myers, and I'm just a big quote guy. So yeah, I felt like it was pretty fitting. I'm sure I'll switch it up here soon, but running it while I like it.
I like it. That's pretty fitting. I agree.
Yeah, it's normally I'm pretty level-headed, but whenever something does set me off, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but most of the time it's entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds dumb being aggravated over a video game, but put a lot of passion into it sometimes. So running for an hour and winning and put that much time into it, and it's going to get a little bit frustrated at times.
Yeah, I've been there. That's for sure. It's almost worse when you practice for all week. You get into the race and 5 laps in and you're wrecked.
Yeah. I mean, last week is a perfect deal. Whenever I got off here, Marcy was ready to kill me because my temper is so damn bad. But like I told her, I mean, I led almost 40 laps and put in that much time and all that and came to it. I really just could have not even gotten on about the same finish. So would have saved me the heartache at least.
And the frustration, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, buddy. Well, we're happy to have you back and racing good tonight, and we'll see you back next week.
Absolutely, buddy. We'll see you. Hopefully talk to you on Monday.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Have a good rest of your week, buddy.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at All the Dirt. Week number 3 of the Dirtkars series is in the books. We'll be back live next week, and we look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful night.